Feedback and questioning is important at Level 3 Certificate in Assessing Vocational Achievement. Feedback is needed to help your learners to improve, and questioning allows you to determine their level of understanding, and it allows learners to clarify anything regarding the assessment process. And they can give you feedback to how they feel the assessment went and identify their own areas for improvement. The idea of feedback is to increase your learners' confidence and motivation. We live in a culture where no news is good news. If we don't hear anything, then we're doing a great job. On the other hand, if we don't do a good job, then we get the feedback there is. If we only get feedback which is negative, it makes us feel worthless. So we need to look at how the feedback we give doesn't destroy our learners' confidence. Feedback should also give clarification, encourage discussion and progression by identifying what learners need to do to improve or simply pass. Remember to look back at your learners' motivations, as some learners just want to pass and not really bothered about progressing, where others are super keen to develop in all ways. And you also need to inform learners what they've achieved and what they have left to do so they can start planning the end of the unit or the program. So there are several types of feedback that you should give, and we always start with constructive. Constructive is used in a Level 3 Certificate in Assessing Vocational Achievement, which is known as the praise sandwich. So if you start with a positive, give a developmental point, and then leave with a positive. So if you are a meat eater like me, then the development point is the meat. The idea is that we are building up the learner's confidence whilst giving feedback. My wife actually uses this on me a lot. So I really like the fact that you took time to fold our clothes. However, if you do it this way, then there will be less creases in it. And I'm really pleased that you took time out of your day to do so. Learners or questions are very handy indeed. And I use formative assessments all the time just to check learners' progress and understanding before moving on. So if learners have any questions, we can quickly address it then, whilst I'm in the moment, instead of coming back to it later where it's no longer fresh in our minds. And it's great as it allows us to determine if our learners are ready for summative assessments. So try to avoid closed questions as much as you can, because you won't get much detail and you won't get much out of it. So I tend to use closed questions just to get an indication that everyone is on track. So if you've got any questions, does this make any sense to you? Open questions, on the other hand, are the way forward, and it asks a learner to tell you about something and allows a discussion to take place. So the example would be, which assessment methods do you use in your subject and why? So other useful types of questions are probing questions, and these are useful when teaching the Level 3 Certificate in Assessing Vocational Achievement, as learners will already do this, but they just don't know it. Probing is just asking follow-up questions to get more out of your learners, to fully understand what they are saying. I use it for them to give the answer, but it's my job to unlock it by asking the right questions.